John here again. So I got this horrible noise coming. I don't know where it's coming from, but I hooked up a GoPro on a wheel and a brake. I don't know. I'll tell you why in a second, but I'm just going to take this for a little test spin. I'll turn the camera back on when I get down the road here. Trying to find some smooth road here, but so my problem is when I get on the brakes, it sounds like tire noise. Yeah, road noise. I don't know if you're going to hear it in the cab here. What's up, Booster? But the problem I'm having is when I go to stop, it's been amplified since I thought it was the tires originally. I don't know if you can hear that as I'm slowing down. It sounds like a friggin' grater. Let me get on a section up here that's a little faster. And so hitting the brakes, I don't know if you can hear it. I can hear it plain as day. Here's the stretch here. Get going a little bit. Now I'll pull into this driveway up here. And I'll try to be quiet and turn this AC off. So I hear road noise, tire noise right now. And they are new tires, but alright, I'm going to stop them. You see that? That can't be the tires, right? I feel a shimmy and a shake going on. so these tires are new, but not brand spanking new, but at least a month, and it's getting worse, this noise. So I have a feeling that's the reason I put that camera on the brake. I have a feeling it's the brakes making this noise. Originally I was just under there and I thought, oh shit, my exhaust pipe broke off, and I thought maybe that was resting on the axle or something, and making that noise. But it's been getting worse. I don't use this truck that often. Every time I use it, I notice, I'm like, what the heck? I thought it was tires at first because it was subtle. And I do hear the road noise from the tires, but when you get on a brake, the thing starts rattling and shaking, and you can't see anything shake, obviously. Turn around up here. Little bike trail. I'll go back down that road, but I'm at a loss. So what I'm going to do is $200 gamble, I guess, or whatever they cost. I'm going to go buy some brake calipers. I'll tell you why, because I went to New York not too long ago and I got over there and the brakes were basically really hot, smoking hot. The rear brake calipers were smoking hot. I was like, whoa, because you usually use front brakes predominantly, the rear brakes, I don't know what the split is, 60-40, whatever it is, they were just hot to touch. You couldn't touch them and they were smoking. So I got it back home and I took the calipers apart, loosened everything up, because the pins were kind of seized in there. Not seized completely, but enough to not let it, so the brake was dragging. So I undid that, got it, greased everything back up, thought I had it licked, but that's the reason I'm thinking it's brake calipers, just because that's the last thing I did. Besides the new tires, that's the last thing I remember doing before I just took the wheel off. I can't imagine that it's this brake caliper. I mean, nothing looks out of the ordinary. It's a little warm because I just got back from the parts store. So I picked up some new calipers. Again, this is going to be a gamble. Somebody's probably saying, is this guy for real? You think, well, here's the tire. This probably is road noise, or tire noise, but I just can't imagine it being that bad, and it seems like it's vibrating. So something's going on that is developed since these tires are new. Like I said, when I rolled off of where I got these tires, this road noise wasn't there. It had road noise, don't get me wrong, different than my ball tires that were on there, but not when you brake like this. This is something new. And again, the only thing I did was I took them calipers off, cleaned everything up, and put new pads on and some hardware, and that's all I did. Of course, my old tailpipe that fell off, that did change. I thought it was resting on the axle there, making that noise, but I took it off of I gotta get a new pipe, and it didn't change. Not an iota of difference. Well, Jiminy Cricket. If it isn't one thing, it's definitely another. So now a third variable: can a wheel seal, I keep calling it a seal, a hub seal, inner hub seal that's leaking, cause this chatter? this vibration, you know? Alright, so I'm kind of on the fence with this as far as, is it a leaking seal? I mean, you almost got to bet your ass it is, right? But I do remember, because I did this parking brake job not too long ago, I did replace the seals, and I squirted all this stuff up. I shitted it pretty good with fluid film, you know, make sure everything wasn't, you know, that was like going on a year ago, maybe 11 months ago. So I doubt that is remnants of fluid film that got spun around. It probably is the wheel seal or the hub seal. However, I am going to elect just to put this back together because I just got it inspected. So I've got a sticker for another year. I guess he didn't put the emergency brake on. So I'm going to, you know, clean this up, dry it all up. Here's what I'm going to do. Instead of taking all this apart and doing all this again to make sure that it is a hub seal and not something else, I'm going to check the differential fluid. If it's, you know, nowhere to be found, then I know that's the ticket. I'll fill it back up because it took about a year to drain, if that's the case. And out of there now. So I loosened that cap. Loosen that cap up, and about 5 minutes later, it's come peeing out of there. So that's good. So at least I know the caliper's full, and when it comes time, I'll have the missus or somebody step on the brake light before I get the other side on first, though. So let me go do that. So we're good here, and gotta get over there and do that one. Then take it. I'm not gonna show the other side. Same thing. I'll put it on. Then next step, take it for a road test. Put the wheel on. Take it for a road test, and hopefully I don't have to go any further with this. Get rid of that noisy. I don't see how it could be the brake, but you know, brakes do make noise. This is a first for me, this vibration under braking, though. That's why I'm leaning towards the caliper, just because, you know, going down the road you can hear the tires for sure, but it shouldn't get louder when you hit the brake. Not like what you heard there. So hopefully it's this and not some rear end problem. Alright, test number 2. I'm not sure if it worked, but at least I got new calipers. I'm going to have to get on the straightaway and come. Yeah, no, didn't friggin' take. I can hear it already. So, it's either the tires, or I guess I'll go back and put some fluid in the axle. See if that helps. 'Cause it didn't do this before. If it's the tire, I guess I'm okay with that, but yeah, there's just too much noise. Too much noise. I don't know if you can hear it in the cab here, but I didn't have this noise before. Especially going around brakes. Get up to speed. Get a little speed. Well, just letting off the gas. Just letting off the gas I have this noise, which seems even worse. Maybe it is the tires. Alright, I'm gonna brake here. I can't believe that's the tires, man. That is just hideous. That is hideous. Well, let me go back and put some fluid in. See if that helps. In a differential I'm talking about. Because had that little discrepancy there with the oil in the under the rotor there where the emergency brake is. Oh boy, I don't know what to do here. I don't have any other tires to test. You know, throw some other tires on there, see if it is the tires. Alright, well, back to the shop. Well, maybe it was. I just put a half a quart of fluid in. Maybe I do have leaky seals. I just got it jacked up here about an inch, so I can get a little more than level in there. Plus it'll leak to the other side, because I hope all that noise ain't from dry. Ugh. I don't want to buy a rear end, that's for sure. So, I don't know. It did take a half a quart, though, to be honest with you. So, calipers didn't do the trick. We'll see if this does the trick. Let me get, I'm gonna, hold on. Well, I don't know. I'm just gonna raise it up in the air, put her in drive, see if anything makes any oddball sounds or noises. I don't know what to do here. Definitely a not normal noise. Well, I don't know if that's that clicking and all that. You know, I couldn't really see what was going on, but I could feel it. I don't know if that's normal. Clutch is trying to do something because it doesn't. You know, I have no idea. It definitely didn't seem normal, but maybe it is normal. But I guess I don't know. I'm at a crossroads here. Is it the rear end? Is it just stinking road noise? I wish I had some tires to swap out, but I don't. So I don't know what to do next. I really don't want to take that pumpkin apart, all rusty and shit. But I might have to. I have to go get a gasket and look inside there. One way or the other, the oil will get changed. So there's that, because I don't think I've ever changed it. I think I just added to it just now, but when I did the emergency brake thing, I added to it. So I don't know. I guess I'll go get a gasket. Keep throwing parts at it. I got to find out what it is. It is a little odd, that clicking, and you know, looked like the one wheel was stopping and going. It might be a clutch thing. Like I said, I don't know. I'll have to look that up. Lovely. Alright, so I guess I'm gonna change or take this off and see if I can see anything in there. Again, if it is the road noise coming from the tires, it is what it is, I guess. Not like you can get your money back on that. It is pretty annoying. But if it, you know, I wish I had some tires to just swap them out just to see for sure, but I don't. And this is a 2002 truck, and this stuff's never been changed, so. And it looks pretty ugly, these bolts. I was just checking them out. So probably going to get into something I don't need to get into, but it does need a differential change. I mean, there's only, it's going to be fun, huh? Might even have to do a new cover. See these? Lots of rust. Seen these covers so bad you could poke a hole through them with a pencil. Well, there's one. Red Loctite, sweet. So now I'm going to have to get a gasket. I'm also going to get whatever size these bolts are. It's got to be done. I'm sure I'm going to run into a snag here. They ain't all going to come out that easy, huh? So let me work on that. I got 14 more to go. Pop this cover, see what's in there. We're about to reveal what's behind door number 1 here. And so, yeah, I forgot to tell you, you definitely have to remove your spare tire because you're not going to get to these bolts unless you live in South Florida or something. If you do, you probably just use a crescent wrench to, you know, undo yours. But this thing is falling apart, as you can see, the pan itself. So I guess you would have to call ahead to see if your parts guy's got the gasket, very minimum. Oh snap! There's one left. You would have to see if your parts guy has, you know, these parts, and probably have to get something on there again. Oh man, that's problematic. Yeah, I gotta get that last bolt out because forget the gasket, the pan. Like I said, I could peel it apart here. So if this doesn't solve my road noise vibration problem, I expected it to be okay in here, honestly. So I'm now leaning towards these stupid tires that I bought. That is just hideous road noise. But this is not a bad idea. It's probably the first time it's ever had an oil change. And sooner or later this is going to develop a hole in it. Sooner or later it's already falling apart. So it's a good thing to do anyways. So let's get wet. I don't know how much shit's in there, but I'm sure enough to get wet. Alright. So, thing's falling apart. Get somewhere in there we can start this cover off. Yeah, it's not milky white. There's probably nothing wrong with this. You know, if it was milky white, I've had a Ford once where some water got introduced to this and it was chattering, real bad chatter going up hills. So that's why I was kind of entertaining. Maybe it's the rear end when I'm slowing down. Because it does chatter at the end. It does sound like road noise, but it has that, you know, vibration. So I was thinking maybe rear end, but the fluid looks good. I think this is a gasket. Maybe it's gasket maker. I don't know. From the factory, you know. Come on. Try to keep as much rust out of there as I can. Oh, the pan looks somewhat okay. As far as just dirty crap. That smells good. Uh-oh, what is that? Oh, must be just a magnet that collects filings. Looks like a piece of metal there. I mean, it is a piece of metal, but I think it's a magnet. It's got a bunch of filings on it. So that's a good idea to change this anyways. It is pretty crappy. Oh, the parts guy wanted to know what which pinion gear I had, and I said, I don't know. Because they sell 3 different kinds. They're all 14 bolt patterns, but 3 different kinds. So I said, I'll let you know. It's got all 3 anyway. It's got all 3 pinions and all 3 gaskets, so I'm not worried about it. So right now, I'm just going to go clean this up. You know, it looks fine to me, but again, I don't know exactly what I'm looking at as far as, so, you know, I'm not familiar with this kind of rear end. The ones with spider gears I ain't afraid of, but when I got these clutches and stuff, I'm not gonna mess with it. I'm just gonna clean it up, put some new oil in there, make it smell better anyways. Alright, so I guess nothing's wrong in here. Again, I can't really tell. I don't know what I'm looking at, and I'm not gonna take anything apart. I was hoping to see, I don't know, something. At the very least, there's so much crud and filings in there, and this can't hurt to clean it up, yeah? Let me do that. Turn this camera off. She's all cleaned up, and I gotta go get the parts and some bolts, put this back together. But worst case scenario, I have to live with this hideous road noise from, I guess, my tires. But you know, who the hell changes their, differential fluid? No one. So that's a bonus. I've got. Wow, see where that shaft comes in? It's got like a roller bearing in there. I'm just looking around. I can see the pinion gear and the ring gear. Everything looks fine. So everything's cleaned up. Put it back together. Put some new oil in there. At least I'll have that done. And of course, it's inevitable. So I put the cover in the gasket and blah blah blah. New bolts. But it is inevitable. You always forget something, and I even wrote it down. Forgot the fluid, so I'm gonna have to go back and get the fluid to put, you know, in the rear here. So I'm just gonna shit this up with again, my favorite stuff. It's gonna rust next week anyways, but just probably save it for a little bit. Anyways, so let me go get some fluid and pop that in. And so I don't know, I guess as things go, I don't have a 100% answer, you know, why this thing is extremely loud under braking conditions. Going down the road, if you're coasting, if you're doing anything, it's just normal road noise. As soon as you get on a brake, especially the faster you're going, this rugged, it's really annoying. So I'm gonna, I guess, attribute it to road noise. Tires. So I'm going to just finish adding the oil there. I don't know, this video kind of went nowhere, but actually a few things happened. So I was able to get my differential oil changed, new covered air, new bolts, and my exhaust was broke, so I ended up buying that tailpipe piece. Holy crapola, $170 something, which is really, I remember their tailpipe was like, whatever. So I did get that done, and what else was it? Back brake calipers. Those are all nice and spiffy now. So I just got back from a test drive. You're not going to believe this shit. I do believe that the goddamn rear end was a problem. It's not doing it anymore. I know. Sounds impossible. But, I mean, you know, adding an exhaust pipe, that can't be the ticket. So this problem went away. And I don't know why. I mean, I did the calipers, took it for a test drive. I think I have everything on video. But I'm going to go down here and honk on it again. And now I just hear a regular tire noise, which is when I bought these tires, this is what I heard. I don't have that greater, you know, problem anymore, which I can't believe it, but I'm kind of happy that it is just the down here. Can't go far. So I'm already going 50. So I'm slowing down. No more noise. That is unbelievable. It is the rear end. I can't even believe it. So I'm trying to guess on, you know, what? Just dirty fluid? I don't know. I don't know what caused it, but it's licked now. So I'm happy camper. I'm trying to wrap this video up and I don't even know what to say. The truck is fixed. I don't know exactly what fixed it. I guess I'm going to have to go with the differential fluid just because that was the last thing I did. And the exhaust pipe. The tailpipe should not make a difference, but hey, you know, throw it in there anyways. The reason I went to the brakes first, I just started throwing parts at it, is because that was the first thing that it was those tires are new, but they started making like more and more road noise and it progressively got worse. So I kind of rolling the tires out, but you know, as you could see in the video, I didn't know, you know, what the problem was at first. So throwing brakes on it because, well, A, they needed it, but B, there was I went over to New York State and got over there. The brakes were just about on fire, hotter than hell. Everything was seized. I unseized them and got everything freed up. So I was leaning towards brakes. You know, something went wrong in there. Maybe, you know, I don't know. Maybe something got goofy and it was causing it because it's only under braking. So I went with the brakes first. Didn't do the trick. Took it for a test drive. I think I got that on video. Same result. When you come to a stop. Again, the feeling, because you can't really hear it. You can hear it in the cab, but it's more of a feel thing. This truck starts to not shimmy and shake, but it feels like it's coming from the rear end. It's almost like I said, you're going over a graded road with ridges in it or something, but road is smooth as hell. So, changing the differential fluid, the reason I did that is because, you know, I remember this Ford I had. It was a 250. And it was the opposite though. It was under acceleration. It would chatter and you know, especially when it was loaded or hauling something heavy, you would get that same feeling like you're going over a graded road. And that turned out to be water in the differential fluid caused that. I didn't diagnose that. I'd taken it somewhere because you know, at that time, this was years ago, I had no idea. So. Like I said, just chalk it up from experience, this same feeling, however it's under braking. So I guess it's the differential fluid. It's the only thing I can come up with. I'm rolling out tires now because it's back to the way it normally should sound with just the tire noise. So there's probably a compound thing going on when you're slowing down. Yeah, there was tire noise, but it was also this other variable, which I think was the differential fluid. So that's the only thing I could think of because the second time I took it for a spin, the exhaust pipe was off, so it wasn't like it was resting on the axle like it had been previous, because I even threw that in the mix. So I'm rolling out tires, rolling out the exhaust pipe. It's got to be the differential. It's the only thing I did, and this developed. I don't use the truck every day, so it's hard to kind of pinpoint when it started happening, but I did notice it getting progressively worse. So I think I got it licked. I know I do. You know, it doesn't make a noise anymore, but I'm gonna have to go with the differential fluid was the cause of this chattering under braking. Weird, but hey, there it is. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope that helps somebody. If you got the same symptoms, you could throw parts at it like me and see what happens. So, thanks for watching.